Introducing ImmunoBlock. As restrictions ease around the world, there is a unanimous demand to shift to a COVID normal society. Cross-border movement will be required to become easier as it is essential for certain industries such as travel, aviation, and trade. There are currently more than 150 vaccines in development around the world with varying mechanisms of action. National governments have specific preferences for vaccines they're backing. These vaccines may be mandated, however, certain countries may only recognize certain vaccines. With the reintroduction of travel around the world, countries may require proof of vaccination before allowing entry or granting visas to certain individuals. There will always be attempts of counterfeiting records to avoid costs of vaccination or other reasons. Monitoring for vaccination records, especially for on-arrival visas, will lead to slower processing times at ports of entry and longer lines. The chances of human error are really high, especially when determining the legitimacy of vaccination records. Introducing unvaccinated individuals into a society can affect the herd protection, as vaccinated individuals reduce the amount and duration of pathogen shedding. Enter ImmunoBlock. Blockchain-based distributed database technology automates the tracking and tracing of the proof of vaccination. This application would allow authorities to verify whether certain persons were vaccinated or not and whether their type of vaccination were approved by that government. This private blockchain would be limited to clinics which are authorized to enter records. These clinics have to demonstrate their adherence to good operating standards in order to become a part of the distributed database. This would ensure that the data entering the blockchain can be trusted. Upon administering a vaccine, the clinic would submit the record via a web portal to servers hosting the blockchain database. The blockchain database would conduct a proof-of-work algorithm, also known as mining, to create a unique transaction hash for the record. This is returned back to the clinic and added to the proof of vaccination card issued to the patient. The transaction hash can be used to look up the record via a web portal by authorized officers who have been granted access. When a user visits our website, they can register as a clinic or as an officer. To register as a clinic, click on Register as a Clinic and you will be redirected into the login portal. Once you fill out the registration form, every clinic must submit an authentication certificate for verification. Once registered, a clinic can submit a record by clicking on Submit a Record and entering the record details. Once done, click on Submit to obtain the hash key generated from the blockchain. To verify a record, you must submit this hash key to the search bar found in the Lookup Record section. Once entered, the respective details of the record will be available to you as shown in this demonstration. ImmunoBlock has the potential to provide significant value to stakeholders. This is done by reducing the burden on the state healthcare systems, as a simple scan can provide the authorized officer the immunization data and grant or refuse entry depending on the result. International application, if allowed by WHO, has potential to log vaccination data and allow travel across international borders and help the aviation industry. We as a team with multiple skill sets have identified several customer segments including frequent travelers, vaccination clinics, manufacturers, and plan to reach out to these customers via trade shows, hackathons, and social networks. We hope to use our reliable and speedy system to deliver significant value to our stakeholders and overcome our cost structure by utilizing revenue streams such as licensing fees for vaccination facilities and usage fees added to the transactions to the blockchain.